The ending song, man. All I sense at the conclusion of this series is Kaori dying. That's really all I see after that ending song. That ending song and that ending alone pretty much tells me what I think is probably going to happen. Kaori is going to die. Let me explain. In this episode, what we see Kosei, okay? He is underneath the water, and from his visual standpoint in this episode, when he's underneath the water, it looks like he's in an ocean. And for the majority of this series of Shigatsu, pretty much every time we see water, it's because Kosei is underneath water, and he's pretty much drowning, and he can't hear the notes when he plays a piano. And if you look at that scene, it had a lot of symbolism for Kosei when he was looking through the pool and he saw the light through the water. But then you get to the ending song. And if you look closely at the ending song, that is when I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. You ready for this? This is my interpretation of that ending song and the ending in general of this episode. Kosei said that he could see the light through the water. That's what he said. Like, how does the water go all the way down to the bottom? Okay, does this light come down? Like, he could still see the light through the ocean surface. And the thing is, if you look at the ending song, who do you see in the middle of water? And that it seems to be an ocean. Kaori. She's in an ocean. Now, let's look at this deeper. Where is she at in the middle of this ocean in the ending song? She's on top of it. And what would that represent if you put it in perspective of what Kosei looked at in this episode when he was in the pool, underwater? The light. Kaori is Kosei's light. And she is his determination to continue to play the piano. And as I theorized 4 or 5 episodes ago, I said the only way for Kosei to have his final development is for her to die, and he will be able to move past where he can play the piano for his own purposes. Just this alone, I'm like, oh my god, because that right there, when you see that symbolism with Kaori laying in the water, I'm like, dude, just like, I wasn't ready. Like, it's these tidal waves of fucking feels just smacking me in the face, and I'm like, I'm not ready for this shit. Like, I was not ready for that ending. Like, I knew something sad was going down when she did not appear, and all of a sudden it shows her, house and her shop. The shop is closed, the windows are closed, nobody's to be seen inside of this house, so clearly it makes us believe that she's at the hospital or something, because we know she's been in the hospital in and out, and she does take a lot of medicine. So, to see that aspect, I knew something fucked up was going on. But when you see the symbolism of how it was used, the ending song was used with what went on with Kosei in this episode, I'm like, you're playing with me right now. You're playing with my fucking feels. Like, why are you doing this, Shigatsu? Like, stop playing with my feel button. Like, they're poking my fucking feel button because this episode was just straight up freaking sad. It's so sad. It is really sad because I know for a fact it's probably going to end in tragedy because she is Kosei's light. And she most likely is going to die. She's going to drag him out of that ocean, pretty much. Damn. I cannot believe this, okay? This episode was beautiful. Another beautiful episode of Shigatsu. What can I fucking say? This series in general is amazing. I am absolutely stoked with how amazing this series is. The level of emotion and beauty with the symbolism, the art, animation, and the mood and atmosphere of the music, it helps this fucking series. I mean, when I see this symbolism that was used in that ending song, that is how you use an ending song. That is how you use an opening or ending song. Like, that opening ending song, fuck. I can't be the only one that saw the symbolism and meaning in that opening and ending song. I'm like, man, don't do this to me. I will say this, okay? At the end of this episode, I don't know what to think. I don't know if Kaori is really not going to appear. If she doesn't appear, this pretty much sets in stone what is going to happen. But it's not just that. This is also a good turning point for Kosei. This really is. This is a very good moment for Kosei to shine by himself without her help. And maybe she kind of wants that to happen. Maybe Kaori wants that to happen. Maybe she wants Arima to shine without her. And I think that is what is going to happen, personally. I don't believe she is going to make it in time. I don't believe she is going to actually be there. You know what I think most likely might happen, which will be very, very fucked up if it does happen, and it'll just hit me so hard in the heart if I see that. What if we see her in a wheelchair in the backstage where Kose's mother was? Imagine that for a second. Imagine when he's playing the piano and he's playing the song he can't hear, but he's letting out his inner voice, his emotions, the music inside of him that he knows. And when he looks up to where his mother's spot usually is, he sees Kaori in that spot. What if that happens? If that fucking happens, I am going to, oh my god. Even if, let's just say this for a second, okay? Let's just specifically say this. Let's say she broke a leg, okay? Let's say she's in a wheelchair, she broke a leg, okay? That'd be an excuse. The amount of symbolism in that scene, if it does happen, it's just like... So... Episode. Beautiful. I can't fucking rate this. I cannot rate Shigatsu because it's just so damn beautiful. It's so damn fun. It's so damn entertaining. And I have so much just... fun watching this series week after week, and I'm glad it's back. I'm so fucking glad it's back, and it's not on that 2-week hiatus like we had to deal with. I'm glad it's back. It's gonna be sad to see this end. It's gonna be sad to see how this is going to end. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about this episode? How do you feel about the foreshadowing, the death flags, setup, the meaning, the symbolism, the opening, the ending song? How do you feel about that? I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.